Now, the original story that I was going to talk about was that the footage had been screened, and actually this footage was screened at CinemaCon like a month ago. And this footage we're going to see here in a minute that they made a trailer out of. But then we got our first image yesterday morning of John Wick. That picture doesn't even matter now because after that, they released a fucking trailer last night, I believe it was. Later last night. So now we're going to watch that trailer. But before we do that, let me throw out a few things. What I was going to talk about with this is the director, which is the same director as the others. He said that he was worried that he's not going to be able to live up to the previous films because each film has done financially better than the others. So finances isn't always, the be-all, end-all, but they're doing better. More and more people are seeing each film. And he is quoted saying, there's been a couple of days where I've decided to do a number 4, and I've woken up in a cold sweat going, horses, how do I beat horses? Referring to the whole John Wick 3 thing where he's riding around the horses and they have like the fight with swords and all that. And he said, I have no fucking idea, to tell you the truth. I have a lot of really cool ideas for the next one that I think are different and shocking and fun and unique. How to do them, I have no fucking idea. I'm still figuring it out. I'm assuming that these comments came from a while back. I just saw them in a recent article. I'm assuming he said it because the movie's done filming, so I hope he figured it out as to what he was wanting to do. And by the way, John Wick Chapter 4 hits theaters May 23rd, 2023. Actually, I think that's changed. Triv, tell us your history with John Wick and what you thought of this trailer.
I'm trying to hide. Sorry. Keanu was already looking at me in severe disappointment. So it's on my list. I have never seen them. I'm a huge Jason Bourne fan, and I love all the different movies. So you'd think I'd seen this, but I haven't. I know that it's Keanu Reeves, who obviously kicks a ton of ass regardless, and you have a cute dog that got, his ass murdered, and yeah, he looks good in a black suit, so I guarantee you it's probably kick-ass, and it's on my list, and I have all 3 keyed up, so when I get off this, I can, flagellate myself while watching this so I can make up for that atrocious mistake.
Yeah. There's your trailer reaction for John Wick Chapter 4.
It's about as in-depth as I can possibly give you. I mean, what do you expect me to do? It's choosing between John Wick and Puppet Master 5. I mean, priorities.
Yeah, well,
apparently.
Well, what did you think of? Was there anything? I know this trailer was like really fast and just like a lot of shit happening in it. Did this, coming from someone who's never seen John Wick and has beyond knowing there's a dog dies and then he goes on a 3-movie revenge tale about his dog and his car. Now 4. Did this trailer look like something you would want to see? Was there anything in particular that jumped out at you?
Well, I mean, the fact that Lawrence Fishburne shows up was pretty cool, and I'm sure that's probably a plot point somewhere in there. But he looks like a guy, and I know a little bit of being a former hitman and such, but he looks like a guy that's either recovering from something or dealing with some really severe emotional shit or something throughout. And those ones that take you beyond just the, shoot 'em up and gore and blood. I think those are awesome. So yeah, there's a lot of great action, clearly. Choreography is huge in movies like this. So I'm excited to see what they do. I will definitely, check it the first couple of days because I will have seen all 3 John Wick movies at least twice by the time this comes out next year.
We'll see. But yeah.
You have my word. I will do a watch along with you to make sure that I watch these suckers.
Hell yeah, I'm always down to watch some John Wick. I haven't seen those in a while, but yeah, you are right. It is a lot of ass kickery, and I'm looking forward to you getting all the John Wick references that people put out there where they're like, oh, it's like John Wick in space, or it's like John Wick this, or people make John Wick references all the time, and now it's dawned on me that you were just like, I just don't get it. That I don't understand.
I mean, you can draw references from like the stuff that's going on in the shot. You can kind of be like, okay, well, I'm assuming insert random thing here, and that's kind of where you get it. So
John Wick is a badass, but
yes, ideally speaking.
So what did you take from this, Nick? I know you've seen John Wick 1, 2, and 3. What did you take from this trailer? And then we'll discuss just little points about it.
Okay, so I have to make an admission. I have seen John Wick, by the way. The first John Wick I didn't see for forever because of the whole idea of the dog, being killed, the whole thing there. That it took me a while to watch it. After the last John Wick movie, Parabellum, I'm like, I didn't think they would be able to bring John Wick. Oh god, that last movie is brutal as fuck, but this trailer is awesome. I mean, it looks like a John Wick. It brings back Chad Stahelski as the director. I think it's funny. He's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just, it's like Fast and the Furious. We're just gonna do whatever the fuck we please, and it has balls to the wall action and that fucking. I mean, we'll talk about it, but the axe throw is fucking awesome. I mean, I honestly didn't even learn about this trailer until 11 o'clock this morning as my time, and I watched it. I'm like, yep, I want this now. Give it to me now. And then I find out Triv has never seen the movie. Triv has never seen this movie before. Oh man.
First off,
I might have to rethink our podcast.
You know what? Twilight Zone has nothing to do with John Wick, so you can piss right off.
It has everything to do with John Wick.
It could. You wouldn't know. You haven't seen it. But yeah,
you guys are assholes.
I echo those sentiments somewhat. After John Wick 3, I didn't know if we needed a John Wick 4. I mean, I love John Wick, and I love those 3 movies. All 3 of them are really cool. The third one kind of goes out there in a few parts where it's like, wow, this is getting really, really, the lore gets real deep. And I was like, okay, it's getting a bit much, but then they reel it back in. It was still an awesome movie. And that end, just 30, 45 minute gun battle thing they have at that one place. I don't want to ruin it. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But that was awesome. The way it ends, though.
Please enlighten us. How do we know that you've seen all 3 movies?
I own it. It's right over there.
I think it's time to start another podcast.
John Wick.
We're gonna call it Wicking It.
Yeah, Wicking It. Yeah, it's either about John Wick or men's underwear.
But witchery.
Yeah, or that could be about The Witcher too. But anyway, I was thinking, I was like, I don't know if I need another John Wick. I feel like this story has been told. I mean, they do leave it open in the end of the third one enough to do something else, of course. But I was like, the story that they set up has been told, I thought. Yeah, of course they're going to expand upon it. They're going to give us a reason he's doing whatever he's doing in this movie. But I was more than cautiously optimistic. I was just kind of like, man, I feel like they're just doing this for money, like Spaceballs 2, the quest for more money. But
at least they're honest.
After seeing the trailer, no, I now realize I do need John Wick in my life still. John Wick 4 needs to be in my life because this trailer was really fucking cool. It was really short, to the point, and if nothing else, it showed us John Wick beating the shit out of somebody with nunchucks. And that's all I needed in my day. That made my fucking week right there. So there's all the other cool stuff. He shoots a gun at some guy that looks like a fucking gun/flamethrower. I don't know what was going on there, but whatever. He shoots people that are on cars that are flipping over. I know
he uses horses to kill people. It's amazing.
Yeah, the director said he was afraid he wouldn't be able to one-up. He's one-upped every movie, and he was like, I'm afraid I won't be able to one-up John Wick 3. I don't know, this trailer looks like you one-upped John Wick 3. I mean, if you get Halle Berry and some attack dogs in there with it as well, and, we've got a movie. So I am curious. I love what this trailer did because it doesn't tell me what the story is. But that's the thing about John Wick. I don't need to know the story. John Wick is back. Yeah, I'm back. I think I'm back. And he's shooting people and killing them and beating the fuck out of somebody with nunchucks. What else do you need? Lawrence Fishburne's. We get Morpheus back, too, finally, after that other movie. But, so, I mean, myself, I could sit there and critique every single thing that popped up in this movie. Like Nick said, we got, the axe throw that's really cool. Harkens back to the knife fight in, I think, John Wick 2. And the whole, the nunchuck thing I said a few times, and just cars flipping. It was just an awesome trailer overall. I mean, I'm not going to go over every little bit of it, but just as a whole, I am really excited for John Wick 4 now. I was, like I said, I was on the fence about it. because I didn't know if there was a need. There may not be a need, but they made a fucking need, because now this trailer looks really fucking cool and exciting, and it looks like John Wick, and that's what I wanted. Was there anything in this trailer for you guys that I mean, I know you said the axe throw, Dick, but that pops out? What do you think? I know that Triv doesn't know the intricacies of the story so much. Where do you think the story's gonna go? Why is John Wick doing this again? I mean, knowing what we know, where Parabellum ended and everything, why do you think this movie's happening?
Because reasons.
Because John Wick, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's got to get payback, motherfucker. He's got to go for the gusto. He's got to get the triple crown. He's got to fight on motorcycles and horses crown? And yeah, the quad crown, and he has to fight James Bond and Gremlins and Bill.
Drink hot cups of Uranus.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember in the end of the movie. Is he still excommunicado from the Continental at the end of 3? I don't remember. I just remember the roof thing, and
I think the whole Continental is excommunicado.
After that end. But I mean, there's the whole, that not just the Continental, but that whole world is still going on. But I thought he kind of more or less solved the whole everybody after him situation in the end. I mean, I know
he took on the host of the Iron Chef. I remember that.
Seriously? Oh my god, that's awesome.
He did fight Batgirl at some point, I think, in the third movie. So that happened. I don't think so. I think they'll make up a way. This is like the Godfather of action movies, where they'll figure out something. Maybe he'll eat an orange. I don't know.
Let's just hope it's not the Godfather 3 of action movies. Hopefully this is Godfather 2, even though we're 4 in.
Ghost Hand 246 says excommunicado after 2. 3 was him being hunted by the High Table.
Yeah,
which I think the High Table had who was it? Was Angelica Houston? I think it was High Table.
Yeah, her. I remember it's the people that he went and talked to some of them like out in the fucking desert and stuff too. But it's been a while since I've seen it. But that whole world, are they? Because I know he took the bullet in the end. Sorry, Triv, but he took the bullet in the end.
How dare you!
And off the building and all that. But wasn't there kind of like didn't they have an agreement or something like that? I remember there being an agreement in the end where it's like, oh, okay, he's good now. I remember him like figuring it all out.
I mean, what's his face from Deadwood? I think he went on his side, and Lance Reddick of the toy store. I'm pretty sure he went on his side. So I think the whole Continental's gone, and I think it's them are gonna fight with John Wick in some way. I don't know. I'm really honestly watching this trailer doesn't give you much of what actually is happening. You just Chad Stahelski's doing more crazy action, which I mean, the John Wick series was never known for high concept storytelling. It was how kick-ass Keanu Reeves can be apparently in a movie. So
I'm glad they brought up the High Table, because that reminded me. Yeah, I remember that now. That's like the the larger the upper echelon, the leaders of this whole worldwide syndicate thing. I wondered, maybe this is what he's going to take them on, maybe? Because, he's clearly pissed off. I mean, he fell off a fucking building and got shot, but he survived, and then homeless Morpheus got him, and I'm wondering if that whole subsect of assassins or former assassins or whatever are going to, all get together, and maybe, like you said, Lance Reddick from the Continental and everything, maybe they're going to be taking on the High Table now, and they're going to take the fight to them, I guess. Maybe. I
hate high tables. You're sitting at the bar and you get too drunk and then you fall off, and it's a lot further of a fall to the ground, and then your ass hurts and you spill your beer, and you don't wear underwear, and that gets exposed. It's just a freaking mess. So I imagine if they're fighting a High Table, God help them.
That sounds like a magical sequel to Magic Mike 3D.
I don't know. There's another one of those coming too, by the way. We're not talking about it.
Yeah.
There's another Magic Mike coming, but we're not going to talk about that. So yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts. If you guys got something else to say about it, we can. But John Wick
looks awesome.
Yeah, John Wick Chapter 4. It looks fucking awesome. I'm pleasantly surprised. As much as I've loved that series, I was hesitant, because I was like, I don't know if we need this. But after seeing this trailer, I realized I did need it. This is what I was missing in my life, was this trailer and this movie, and it's coming early, which is crazy.
That's what she said.
And it's coming early now in March instead of May, so I'm really looking forward to that. I will definitely be there, hopefully before March 23rd, I think it said. Maybe I can get an early screening. We'll see.
Ooh.
But yeah, John Wick Chapter 4. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. I'm looking forward to it. What are you guys looking forward to?
There's actually one more thing, and I don't know. I pulled this off Wikipedia, so I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. But as of March 2021, Derek Kolstad stated that there's the potential for a crossover between John Wick and Nobody, which would be in a small Easter egg type reference.
I have said that, like, I wanted that when I reviewed Nobody a while back, because they are.
Can you imagine Bob Odenkirk and fucking? Oh my god, that would be awesome.
The theater
I'm sorry, I didn't
will
mean to cut you
lose
off.
their fucking minds if Bob Odenkirk shows up in a cameo in this thing. Like, if it is all these people getting together to come, like, at just whoever there's clearly going to be a team up of sorts, and then he does a
Liam
cameo and
Neeson
shows
now?
up. Holy fuck, that would be amazing if he showed up and they just worked it in. He didn't even have to be in the whole movie. If he's just there for a moment and he's in there, that will be fucking amazing. That's bigger than Marvel. Maybe not, but that'd be some big shit. But hopefully.
Well, and they say that it's the same creative teams and studios that make both films. So
yeah, it is.
However you state that one way or the other, or if it's just Wikipedia being Wikipedia, but
No,
that makes sense.
that makes I don't know how official that is, but it is. A lot of the same creative forces behind John Wick are behind Nobody. However, I do remember I did a story like a year or two ago when they first started working on this film. Somebody behind the scenes, I can't remember who. I want to say the writers, maybe. They are not the writers on this film. So they changed writers or something like that. Unless they changed it back. I know they were going to be doing that. That was one of the things that you saying that reminded me. That was one of the things that kind of made me kind of, I don't know about this, because they were like taking it away from them. But the writers, or whoever it was, whichever main creative force behind the scenes, still wanted to do this film. They were like, oh yeah, I'm ready for oh, you don't need me. And like they went with somebody else, whoever it was. It clearly wasn't the director, but I think it was, I want to say the writers. It was one of the creative forces behind it. So that kind of scared me, but I don't know. After this trailer, I'm good. I think we're in good hands. Hopefully this movie doesn't suck. So that's John Wick 4, our trailer reaction. I know it was kind of sloppy and all over the place, but it is what it is. I mean, the trailer was so fucking fast. Yeah, at least shut up. The trailer was just kind of it was really fast, and that's what the movies are. They're fast and hard. Go ahead and say
That's
it.
what she said.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. They're fast, and that's what the trailer gave me. It gave me that same feeling that I get from the movies. So
It gave you a fast and hard feeling.
yep. So I was happy to see that.